Hello and welcome back to Curb Stomp City and another episode of ECW Lives on TEW 2016, and today it is time for the ECW Fight Series final, where we're going to be seeing Goldberg take on Minoru Tanaka, and tonight we will see who is the toughest in ECW. And also we've got 2 championship matches, so the card is stacked. And if you are enjoying the series so far, make sure you drop a like on the video, and also make sure you subscribe as we head towards 4,000 subscribers. But with that out of the way, let's get into the show as we head into the final of the Fight Series. And we open with a dark match, and this is just a 6-man tag between 6 of the finest the junior heavyweight division has to offer. And we've got the champion AJ Styles teaming with Naomichi Marufuji and Shane Helms, and they're going up against Low-Ki, Taka Michinoku and Shuji Kondo. And in 9 minutes 34, the champions team have picked up the victory after AJ Styles defeats Shuji Kondo by submission with a calf killer. Of course, AJ carried the match in terms of in-ring performance, the standout of the division, and he gets a 77. So not quite as much as last week. I think he got an 83. And yeah, this is just to get the crowd ready for the show. And then we go into the show itself, where we start with a video package recapping last week's ending of ECW Revolt. And of course, Ken Shamrock shocked the world after joining forces with the Dangerous Alliance, beating down Minoru Tanaka alongside Goldberg and Samoa Joe. And this was after Minoru Tanaka defeated Ken Shamrock in the semi-finals of the Fight Series to advance through to the final to take on Goldberg. And tonight it is the final of the Fight Series, where Tanaka will take on Goldberg. And how will the events of last week affect tonight's huge main event? And a decent video package, actually. It got a 76B-. Nothing really more to say about that, so let's continue. And then we go into the arena, and Paul Heyman and his Dangerous Alliance make their way to the ring to start the show. And Heyman grabs a mic and begins to talk, and he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the newest member of the Dangerous Alliance, the world's most dangerous man. And tonight, we welcome him into our group with open arms. And Ken, allow me to give you a little gift." And then Goldberg hands the tag team title belt to Heyman, who then straps it around Shamrock's waist. And he says, "The new ECW Tag Team Champion, Ken Shamrock." So of course, last week, Heyman promised Shamrock some gold, and tonight he's delivered. And it looks like Goldberg has given up his share of the Tag Team Championship. So now everyone in the Dangerous Alliance holds gold. We've of course got the ECW Champion Goldberg and Samoa Joe and Ken Shamrock, the Tag Team Champions. And then Samoa Joe takes Shamrock's hand as the two raise their arms in the air. And then Heyman says, "And just one more thing. Tanaka, I know you're watching in the back, and I urge you to forfeit the match tonight. The last thing you need right now is to be locked inside a cage with an animal." And the camera zooms into Goldberg's face as he stares back. He says, "Goldberg cannot be stopped, and tonight your wrestling career ends for good." And of course, Tanaka just about winning the match last week against Ken Shamrock in the 19th minute out of 20. And after the match, of course, being assaulted by Goldberg and Joe, and ultimately receiving the ankle lock by Shamrock to end the show. And yeah, the odds are completely stacked against Tanaka tonight, and it looks like Goldberg will be leaving as the Fight Series winner as it stands. And yeah, the angle got the crowd hotter. Paul Heyman was very underwhelming apparently, but Goldberg was a real star in this segment. And 82B. So yeah, solid promo. And then we go to a fatal 4-way match between 4 of the junior heavyweights, and this time it is for the number 1 contendership to face AJ Styles at November to Remember. And the competitors are Kenta, Dragon Kid, Bryan Danielson and Heavy Metal. So of course, Danielson and Heavy Metal have just joined the division, and this is their chance to stand out. And Bryan Danielson picks up the win after defeating Kenta by submission with a crossface chicken wing, and he is the new number 1 contender and will face AJ Styles this month. And Kenta got a 67, Dragon Kid with a 63, Danielson with a 61, so he was actually the worst of the match. Hopefully that starts to improve. And of course, Heavy Metal, the best there with 71. Certainly someone that is looking to make a name for himself in this division. And yeah, 74B minus, a solid match there for the junior heavyweights. And Heavy Metal is improving in Rumble skills as well. But let's continue to the next segment. And a graphic airs hyping a match for tonight. And it will be Ken Shamrock and Samoa Joe making their first ECW Tag Team title defense. And it will be against the Briscoes, who of course have been in developmental for a few weeks, maybe months. And tonight, since we're bringing back the tag team titles as an active belt, they haven't really done much. They've been more of a prop for the Dangerous Alliance in recent times. But yeah, they're going to be defended tonight by the new tag team champion Shamrock and of course Samoa Joe. And this got a 57C minus, so half decent rating. And then we go to another graphic hyping a second title match for tonight, and it will be Raven defending his ECW TV title against a 4-time champion CM Punk. And this got a 66C plus, so a little bit better, but it's only a video package anyway. But yeah, CM Punk of course earned his TV title shot last week in a tag match where he teamed with Bryan Danielson going up against Raven and Brian Kendrick, and that tag team match was actually what earned Bryan Danielson his spot in the number one contendership match tonight, which he won. So they're both number one contenders as a result of that tag match. And yeah, we're going to see that match tonight with Raven defending his title, and it should be a good one. And then in an extremely short match, Shinsuke Nakamura has defeated Colt Cabana in 1 minute 17 by pinfall and created another victim. And tonight it is Colt Cabana and 53C minus, so not too bad for a 1 minute match. Nakamura with a 57 and Colt Cabana with a 43. And yeah, it did the job. Another quick win for Shinsuke. No real plans for Colt Cabana going forward, so he's jobbed out tonight. To Nakamura, another dominant victory for Shinsuke. And then next up we go to the tag team title match. And of course, as you probably predicted, Ken Shamrock and Samoa Joe have defeated the Briscoes in 9 minutes 30 after Ken Shamrock made Mark Briscoe tap out to an ankle lock. And overall, the Dangerous Alliance have made 2 defenses so far. Of course, the first being when Goldberg was champion, but it's classed as the same reign, so technically a Freebird rule. Apparently, Ken Shamrock and Samoa Joe showed excellent chemistry teaming together, so that's really good to see. There were times where there was a definite lack of psychology on display, but that's fine. We've ended up with a 79, and look at those in-ring performances from Samoa Joe and Ken Shamrock. That excellent chemistry has given them a 94 each. That is insane. Mark Briscoe with a 62, 59 for Jay Briscoe, and it looks like we've stumbled onto something really good here. The best performance I've ever seen in a tag match, I think, at least for the titles. And Samoa Joe's improving in performance skills, which is good to see, and a solid match rating of 79B. And then we go into the TV title match, which we'll see Raven defend against CM Punk. And in this one, after a distraction from Brian Kendrick, as you might have guessed, Raven has come away with the title and making his defense number 1. At every opportunity, Kendrick and Raven have cost him, and it's no different tonight. And yeah, CM Punk's going to have to find a way around this, and I can assure you that he's got a plan, and that will be seen probably next week. But for now, CM Punk comes out as the loser. Raven retains to come away as the TV champion once again. 61 for Raven, 69 for Punk, so a little bit underwhelming from both of them. Apparently Raven was off his game, but Kendrick did do some good work at ringside, and Raven is improving in performance skills. But 68C plus as we head into the main event. Apparently Raven was high on drugs as well, which is not good. But we are going into the main event now, and as you can see on the screen, it will be Goldberg taking on Minoru Tanaka in the Fight Series final. And let's find out who is going to win this huge tournament. And in the main event, in an exceptional match, Goldberg has defeated Minoru Tanaka in 19 minutes 02 when Goldberg beat up Minoru Tanaka so bad that the referee had to stop the match. So it's tough for Tanaka to take. He almost lasted the 20 minutes in the ring with Goldberg. Not many do, but Goldberg ultimately comes away with a victory thanks to the referee. and Goldberg has won the ECW Fight Series. And again, this is the second time in the tournament where Tanaka has lost by referee stoppage. So he didn't give up, he didn't submit, he didn't forfeit in any single way, but the referee didn't want to see Minoru Tanaka punished anymore, but he's showed his fighting spirit tonight against Bill Goldberg, being able to last that long in the ring with a monster, especially with an injured ankle. So this loss does not affect him really negatively, but the most dominant competitor in ECW is Bill Goldberg, the champion of the company and now the winner of this huge tournament. And in ring, Goldberg got an 88, Tanaka with an 86. Apparently there was not enough selling, and that's fine. We've got a 79. And that should help the rating quite a lot. We'll probably get about a B overall, which I'll be pleased with. Can anybody come along and take down Bill Goldberg? We will see. But yeah, good show, I think. We've done quite well. And we've got a 79B. So yeah, plenty of advancements storyline-wise. We've got the new tag team champions, the Dangerous Alliance, making defense number 1, at least in their current formation. We've got the Raven and CM Punk stuff continuing with CM Punk once again being screwed by Kendrick. Nakamura with another dominant victory in 1 minute. And the new number 1 contender for the undisputed junior heavyweight title, Bryan Danielson, and Goldberg coming away with the Fight Series as the ECW champion. So no one in that tournament, the 15 other men, could not stop Bill and become the number 1 contender. So we'll see what that means for the championship going forward pretty soon. So make sure you stay tuned to see how it all plays out. And yeah, you might think Goldberg winning it is a bad thing, but there is a plan, of course, in the long term. But yeah, as I say, 79B and improving our popularity in 18 regions. And CM Punk is annoyed at Raven for being high. It's understandable. ECW Revolt got an 8.59, so we'll see how that compares to previous episodes. 8.87 is our highest, but we've dropped down to 8.59, but can't complain. 3.8 million, which is good. And I think that's where we're going to end this episode. If you've enjoyed it, make sure you drop a like down below. It helps me out a lot. And make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on so you don't miss another episode. And why not watch one of the videos that you can see on the screen right now. But until next time, peace.